8 signs of depression isn't meant to diagnose you. It's to bring awareness, especially if you feel that you're getting depressed. Get with a therapist, get with a counselor. Don't take this video to heart. I struggle with MDD though, which is Major Depressive Disorder. And I like to share as much as I can for anybody out there who is struggling when it comes to any kind of depression, of understanding, is this coming or not? Because with MDD, it hits in waves. And when it hits fucking hard. So finding those warning signs, especially if you are going through depression, to me is everything. It's my lifesaver. So remember that if you're questioning if you're going through depression or not. One of the ones for me is I have a hopeless outlook. I feel hopeless about everything in life, that nothing in life is going to get better, that this is all not worth it, that it is all a waste, that I literally need to give up. I mean, it is just completely and utterly hopeless is one of them. The next one is I lose interest in everything around me. There's nothing at all that I have enjoyed before that all of a sudden I enjoy anymore. Like, I don't want to do anything. I don't find any excitement in it. There's no fire in my heart. So I lose all interest in everything. I'd rather stay in bed. I have increased sleep issues where I'm not even sleeping normal anymore. I love to sleep. I'm not sleeping normal anymore. I find myself where I'm just tossing and turning. I'm up at night. Sometimes I'm sleeping too much. I start sleeping during the daytime. Your sleep patterns are whacked all of a sudden. Increased anxiety. All of a sudden, I notice that I get more anxious over things of walking out that front door or having to do chores or having to do errands or having to do work. I get very, very anxious and I can feel it in my stomach, and it starts to control me even more, of keeping me in bed where it's hard to make it outside. I get very irritable is another one. When I'm irritable, I get very angry quick. Little things that never irritated me before irritate me. You know, my dog barking will irritate me. Things will irritate me that there's no reason that they should irritate me, that I should be okay with it because they never really irritated me before, but now they do. The next is my eating habits change. I might eat too much or too little, but I have a huge shift in my eating habits. Usually for me, I'm not eating anymore. The amount of food that I'm intaking has decreased a tremendous amount. So the eating habits will change. I have uncontrollable emotions. My emotions hit in waves. Sometimes I'm high, sometimes I'm low, and it's like literally just rolling on this roller coaster that I don't know what the fuck is going on. You do, even when you are depressed, have like those brief little moments that you do feel good, that you do feel happy, but at the most part, it's you start crying out of the blue, or you start feeling very, down out of the blue, or all of a sudden you even might smile at something out of the blue, and then all of a sudden it goes away and then you feel even fucking horrible. Yeah, I mean, it brings back that hopelessness. It brings back all that irritability. The last one is the lack of communication. When I get depressed, I don't share. It's harder for me to talk to others because I feel like a burden. I feel like I'm bringing others down. I feel like I'm letting others down. And so I all of a sudden now have a lack of communication, of even telling anybody what I'm going through. And I try and take it on by myself, which is not the way to do it. You got to reach out for support, especially if you're going into depression, because next thing you know, we become a prisoner in our mind. But those are the 8 signs that I found for me that when it came to depression, that are the ones that I noticed right off the bat and really, really quick. So if you are going through those, I mean, reach out, ask for therapy, ask for help, get with somebody, get with a doctor, get with a counselor, get with your family members, start screaming for help, because depression can be fought against, and it has so many different triggers and so many different things that can bring it on that you don't know what it is. And that's why it's important not to go alone and get a doctor. I mean, again, this isn't to diagnose anybody. This is just to share with you what my experiences are of if you're going through depression. Down below, I have links to everything that I use, affiliate link wise, from tools for anxiety, for depression, just to help cope and fight through. I even have a link down below for BetterHelp if you want to try online therapy. Hit that like and subscribe button, comment down below. I mean, I want to know what your signs of depression are, because the more that we share and the more experiences that we share, the more that nobody goes it alone, and the more that we are able to fight through every single day together. It is a we thing. It is a us thing. I have links to the mental health Discord down below, links to our website, because we did create a nonprofit organization called Driven Together. It bridges the gap between therapy and a crisis hotline. So having those tools and experiences and shares and coping mechanisms for anybody out there struggling is huge, so that we can fight through to the next day, because we deserve to, because we are fighters. I mean, remember this, you're a BAMF. You're a badass motherfucker. You made it through 100% of your worst days to make it through 2 today. You got this. So let's do it together.